Hello, Nomads, and welcome to the Nomads of Fantasy podcast. And Happy New Year! Happy 2025! We are in the new year. We are ready to get going. We're all nice and rested from our winter break. Well, I don't know about rested, but it was nice to have a little break. But I'm glad to get back into the regular schedules. I mean, I don't know how it is for you guys, but like when you have kids at home from school, it's not really much of a break.
Kind of sucks. I couldn't wait for school to start again.
Go back to school, kids.
Like, I see you guys enough, please.
Yeah, right.
Leave me alone.
In this new year, I bring with me two buds, and Dave.
Righty ho, neighbors.
And Brandon.
Player 3 has joined the conversation.
All right, player 3, let's get going. Let's
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yay.
Yeah, we definitely been playing some stuff, watching some stuff over the past month or so. We've been gone for a little bit. I mean, we had our
Dude, Santa took care of his gamers this year.
Oh, really?
That's all I gotta say.
Really? What did Santa bring?
So much to choose from.
Santa dropped Rivals, that Marvel Rivals game.
Oh, Santa did drop.
If you have an Xbox, you were gifted with the Indiana Jones game. I think that came out December 6th.
Yeah.
Right. We're recording this, week into January 2025. There's a couple other games that dropped in there too, but
yeah, it's game of the year season. Talking about all the best games that have come out in the past year. It was a hell of a year for games.
Pretty big year,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about them. Some of them, anyways. Right here. What we all played a lot of the same things. So I feel like we're gonna have some big ones to talk about. I feel like we should start with. What should we start with? I want to start with Marvel Rivals.
Yeah,
because I think that's the one that we've all been.
Go Marvel Rivals, then go to Indiana.
Yeah,
Jones.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Okay, yeah, we'll start us off with Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals.
What say you?
It's Overwatch, but with Marvel characters. That's the simplest.
Yeah,
it's very reductive, but it's the best way to describe it. It's third person, It's third person. Overwatch is first person, which I actually like that change. I like the third person view.
You see your character. Yeah.
You see, it's a Marvel game. You got the Marvel license. They're gonna want to sell you skins, and you're gonna want to see those skins.
It's free, and they make the money off the skins, so you gotta show. It made so much sense. I thought I wouldn't like it because I love Overwatch, one of my favorite games. And I have not played Overwatch since this came out. Nothing against Overwatch. This is just the new thing. But, I'd like to go back and just see, how similar they are and stuff like that. But anyway, the third person did not bother me at all. It really is Overwatch with superheroes.
I like the third person just because, you get a better view of kind of everything that's going on around you. Yeah, especially since, obviously it can get really chaotic as the same with Overwatch. But I think the third person gives you a little bit more, 360 view. Around everything.
What your moves are doing too, though, because there's a lot of weird shit you're doing and flying around, and some characters can just triple jump, or Iron Man can just stay in the air the entire time. The Overwatch comparison, it's pretty blatant. It's not even really close, but it's really good.
It's a good one though.
It's really good. Yeah,
I feel like people have tried to recapture that magic of with different hero shooters that just haven't hit. And this one seems to be hitting with everybody.
Almost too good. Almost too be good, because the three of us will play, and we'll get into what we like about it. But the game loads quick.
Dude, yeah, it's instant.
You're in a game instantly, but it's so quick and so easy to get into a game. Even in a group, it just throws you in a game. That's hold on a second, I gotta pee. It's just boom, let's go to the next game. And it's instead of searching for 20 seconds. Yeah, as soon as you hit it, you're in a match. And it loads you right into a match. You can, I don't know. It's the little things that I think games get wrong, but you obviously got to have really good gameplay and nice graphics in some capacity, whatever nice is. But it has to work, and it has to keep you there. Where it's so good. We have to remind ourselves, please don't start another match after this. I need a second,
Right.
I don't know. So
prepare yourself for the next
kudos
match.
to who launched the team that launched this game. Kudos. I mean, this is what people want to experience when they. I mean, this is free, but just like when a big name drops, like just work, please. And they, I don't know.
Developed and published
Kudos
by
to the team.
NetEase Games.
Okay.
Which I mean,
Great.
they're
They played Overwatch and
Chinese
said we can
company.
do this, and they made some changes.
Yeah.
Like we noticed, all right, there's 3 of us, and it's, I don't know, it's just convenient, I guess, that the game has this cool feature where depending on the character you pick, and Dave maybe can elaborate more on this because I know he was kind of noticing like there's anchors and stuff like that. But you can have up to 2 to 3 people team up, not just like anybody, but specific characters. If they are played at the same time, will unlock,
synergize,
boost each other a bit. Yeah,
you get boosts, you get new moves, you get like, and even the person that's the anchor gets like a health bonus or something like that. So,
and they're fun too
it
because
does
they make sense within the Marvel universe too. So like
Some
you can
of
get
them.
you can get the Guardians of the Galaxy together. You know, you can
they need more though.
Yeah, they do need
They
more.
do.
Which I
You
mean,
get
they're
1 or 2 per person. You know,
Right.
where it's like
we already know they're
I
coming
mean-
out with updates for more of this stuff.
Fantastic Four coming right down the door. But like Overwatch launched with what, like 12 characters or maybe 15?
12, yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It was low, and this launched with like 33. Which
It's
is
It's a
kind
little
of
overwhelming.
bonkers.
Like
It is.
so many characters to choose from. Right
Still
off the
some I
jump.
refuse to play with.
It's great. It's
Fuck
great
Robo.
because you want to play a tank, but you don't want to pick like, I'm not good with that one, I'm not good with that one, you know, and sometimes like I'm not feeling that one. So having the variety was just a very smart move. Plus it's Marvel. Like Overwatch had to invent and create characters for us to fall in love with.
Yeah.
And they did a great job with that. Their character, I mean, I'm nothing against Overwatch. They did a great job. It's just that these guys are going to push the genre. This is what Overwatch 2 needed to have happen before Overwatch 2 came out. Overwatch 2 is great. It looks good, but it's not much of an evolution compared to the first Overwatch game. So with this coming out, it's like this is a good evolution. Like
I think
the team ups is great.
I think the
The
Marvel
destructible
license.
environments is great.
Yeah. The Marvel license does do a lot of heavy lifting here, just because they
so
are
many characters.
they
you
are
know.
characters you recognize.
Yeah.
They are characters that
Gee,
you
but
love.
Spider-Man, what am I going to do with him? Probably zip around. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm the Hulk. What do you think I'm going to do with him?
Smash shit.
You know?
Iron Man, you're gonna fly
Yeah.
around and shoot lasers and missiles. So yeah,
But, like, give me the ability to have Hulk throw, you know, like Wolverine. I want,
He
Yeah.
has that. That's in there already.
they already have that in the game?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they got
that's
the
a
fastball
synergy.
special.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it. All right, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Rocket
Is that their
Ride
team?
and
Is
Groot.
that their team up?
Yeah, it's one of their team ups.
Yep.
believe
Okay.
so. But I
Alright,
saw
well,
that they're
that's
already
awesome.
they're-
That's already
they're
in the game.
tweaking
See?
Wolverine
in the
and
game.
Storm. They're adding them, and they got the Fantastic Four coming in, so they'll have their own stuff. So it's when did this come out? December 5th. So
December
literally
5th.
like right before
wow.
Christmas, and it's
Yeah,
kind of taken
hit
over
at
all
the
the
perfect
chatter
time.
at work for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know. I like the. It's interesting because of I think the art style was probably a tough thing to make all of these characters sort of fit into the same art style, since I mean they're all from different series, and all the art styles are different throughout the comic books and stuff. But like I think they really did a really good job of making them all feel like they fit together in the same
Yeah.
game,
It's not the best art style, but
I
it's
think
not
it's
bad.
the best that they could have done.
Like, it doesn't
with
have
these,
that-
with these characters.
Yeah.
To make them all
it's
fit.
comic
I'm a-
booky.
I'm-
It's not about being like too cartoony. I don't know.
It's like
It's
cell
like- but
shaded
it's
almost.
Yeah.
It's like a poor man cell shaded though. It's not quite as like I've seen better. What they're trying to do, I've seen better,
Yeah,
but it's not bad. It'll only evolve once they get the skins going.
Yeah.
You know, like I said,
some
like
new
I
maps
think,
out
this
there.
is we're
There's-
nitpicking.
Mhm.
If at least I am. If we're picking on like the models, I mean the models are fine. It's smooth as shit. You know, on
feels good.
Xbox,
feels
we're
good
playing,
to play.
I'm playing on the Series X, and I have the ability to play with 120 frames per second, and I'm like, thank you. Like that's great.
Yeah, I
You
mean
know,
I'm playing on the
I don't know
Series
if I
S, and
looked
it
at that,
still looks really good and runs super
Butter
smooth.
smooth.
Yeah,
Smooth, right? Yeah.
but yeah, man, it's
Yeah,
it's
so
fun.
I mean, it's free. There's not, I don't know, just get in there and
It's on
play it.
PlayStation 5
it's-
as well. No Switch. I don't think there's
Xbox,
any Switch.
PlayStation,
I don't think
PC.
it's on
Coming
PC.
out.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. I don't know what else there is to say besides it's fun, and it did probably Overwatch the best since Overwatch. So,
Absolutely.
and I'm excited. Like we were talking about before, they have with the Marvel license, they have an endless just bucket of characters that they can pull from. Like there's already rumors out there, like they're bringing Deadpool, they're bringing like Jean Grey. They already announced they have Fantastic Four. Like they could just keep adding characters forever. And I think that's a lot of the draw of this game as well. You know, like it's a great game. They did a fantastic job like making the gameplay fun, but
Dude,
like you just want to see
so
what
good.
characters they're gonna add and what maps they're gonna add and what modes they're gonna
And
add.
it's great because they gave you a bunch.
Yeah.
But like they can just drop them. 1, 2,
they're splitting up this
5,
season
whatever.
Yep.
2 and 2 already. So we'll see. Hopefully they
So
just
many
start
characters.
churning through it. And I don't know. Early front runner for Game of the Year 2025, Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, and they got the standard
Yeah.
modes you would expect to, like guide the fucking chariot through Asgard.
All the Overwatch modes.
Yeah, all the Overwatch modes.
I want that robot push mode to be added.
Maps are good.
Yep.
Level design's good. The mission, it's literally Overwatch. If you like Overwatch, you will like this game. And that's it. So just go play if you haven't got to it. It's free. Go ahead, have fun.
I think even if you don't like the Marvel license or Marvel properties and you like Overwatch, you'll still have fun with this. You know, just because there's so many different characters, so many different abilities to try out. It's fun hopping around to different characters and discovering which ones you like and which ones are like, I don't know, maybe I'll come back to this one later. But
yes, and it feels good when like one of you guys get. It's like just I don't know. It's just like Overwatch where you're having fun figuring out who your character is going to be and getting to do that with this because like they're all pretty good. There's no like they're just not for me. I can't figure it out. You know,
well, the formula's already figured out. They knew what types of moves that you could just steal directly from it. Like as soon as I started, the first guy I played, Adam Warlock, was literally Zenyatta, who was one of my favorite support characters over there. So I was like,
Groot is
he's got May walls
with her ice walls. She puts
grenades out. Like,
Punisher,
it's a good
Soldier 76. Yeah,
how they cross because like Soldier Punisher also has the turret from Bastion though, which is
exactly
super pain in the ass, and then he's got that wire line that he can sling through. Like it's a good combination, and they kind of like shook up the bag and kind of mixed up what people could do.
There's some unique.
I think they get more
abilities
variety
in there
too.
Yeah, like Loki can make like clones of himself, and you can
zip between them, so like you can teleport.
That's really cool. Yeah,
that's so cool. But they also can attack for you. Like they all just kind of like mindlessly just shoot what you're shooting.
Doctor Strange can make a fucking portal above where the enemies are, and you can just annihilate them.
Change the game. Yes, his teleporting is nasty, very very nasty. If you can use those teleports, you can just move your team right on a spot and take over so quick. Yeah, it's great. The variety is there, and if you're familiar with Overwatch, you'll be familiar with this. And maybe just some of them might be combined.
Yep,
but
it's an easy.
This genre needed this game.
Definitely.
So
sweet.
And I'll say one thing. Every night when I go on Xbox to play a game, it's just like I don't know. It's so awesome. Like looking and be like, am I gonna play Indiana Jones tonight? And then Dave invites me. You want to play some Marvels? Like, yeah. Like, gee. Like, dude, I just cannot complain.
There's I've had to restrain.
I know we're probably gonna get ready to talk about Indiana Jones. But they're good. It's just like, oh, you want to play the Marvel game that's kind of like Overwatch? Like, all right. And it's like, it's not as good. It's like, no, it's as good, if not better. Like, this is great.
Yeah,
you know, and then the Indiana Jones we're probably start talking about is great. It's great.
Yeah,
great.
Good transition.
Just, like we've been burned with these like big these franchises. Like, oh, it's got the Marvel thing, so they're just slapping money at something, and it's not good, but it is. And then Indiana Jones,
dude, how is an Indiana Jones video game in 2024, 2025? Yeah, this good. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Yeah.
Put it in the right hands, I guess.
And it's on fucking Game Pass. You just
Just got it.
If you're subscribed to Game Pass, fucking download it, play it.
Because it
my God.
stays.
Incredible.
Oh, what is it? Is it on Xbox already or PlayStation already?
I think
PlayStation's for like a year. And
no,
then
it's not. It's not that long.
Right?
PlayStation
Not
is
that long. Okay.
it might already be out. It was very soon, like a couple weeks after.
Oh really?
Xbox
I didn't. I thought it was a whole
no
year.
This one I don't know why this one was special, but they wanted to push this one out on PlayStation sooner. But
because it's so good.
They want that money.
They want the money. Yeah.
They know they got a hit, and now they definitely got a hit.
Because like with Xbox, with Game Pass, you might bring subscribers in to Game Pass with a game like Indiana Jones, but if they're putting it out on a platform where they're selling it for $70 and the game is this good, then they want a piece of that. They want a piece of that pie, that PlayStation pie too. So, but
it's spring 2025 for PlayStation.
Yeah. Okay. Is it that late? Okay. Interesting. But anyways, the game itself.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Made by Machine
Games,
right?
which
and they're the guys who've been making the
Wolfenstein,
like Doom and Wolfenstein, right?
Just Wolfenstein and Wolfenstein 2. Yep. And the other Wolfenstein.
But you can see some similarities between the two. Like
I loved those Wolfenstein games. I didn't finish the first one. I finished the second, New Colossus.
I finished the second one.
So good. You can definitely see
like the Nazi fascists. They're really good at making those guys. They're good at vehicle stuff, which there's plenty of vehicle stuff going on in this one too.
Smooth gunplay.
Yeah, good.
Oh yeah,
like first person, like animations, like head swaying.
Gunplay. Are you using guns in this game?
You animal.
Well, when I say gunplay, it's just like being just like smooth, like kind of first person punching, grabbing things, throwing them at things, shooting. Like it works. Like that first person.
I think everyone
action gameplay.
I think everyone was worried about this game a little bit when it was announced. Like a first person Indiana Jones.
Firewatch.
Game.
Like a simulator with puzzles.
Yeah, and like I think everybody was a little bit wary of the first person perspective, but I think it actually really works in this situation, especially because the environments are so detailed. Like they put so much love and care into each of these environments, and you just want to look around every corner, explore every bit of each location, and just find everything and look at everything. Like that's what the Indiana Jones experience is about. Like just discovering things.
This team, when you play the Wolfenstein games, the later Wolfenstein games that they've been making, they're kind of like dumb humor action games, and you're just kind of shooting like Nazis or whatever. But it sprinkles in like RPG elements to it. It will have like people that will give you side missions, and like so you have the ship in that game, and there's all these people that you can help, and I don't know, you can upgrade things, or remember you can get like abilities and stuff like that. So like these guys are really good at doing like the first person, gameplay, gunplay, whatever, but also sprinkling in RPG elements. And some developers I think struggle with doing that, and I think with Indiana Jones, it's like, well, what can you really do, right? So they didn't do the thing where it's like, well, let's take his whip away and make him earn it later in the game. Like, you're Indiana Jones right out the bat. But what I like is that they will say, okay, well, maybe you want to explore water. Well, to go deeper, you need to have a thing. So you have to like do side missions to unlock the ability to have like something like, because he has like gadgets. So you get a gadget to let you go deep in the water. You get binoculars, and these are very clever unlockable things that I think keep the game fresh, while I also feel like I'm customizing my indie in like, I don't know, not taking away. I feel like it's a good balance. I hope it makes sense, but like it's a good balance of first person gameplay, but it's role playing.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of. I mean, the thing
there's bosses, and
I think the way that they do it is the nice way. That might be what you're feeling here. Is like, there's no menus where you're just like earning this many points to pick another spot up a skill tree or something like that. You're like going to the dentist office to get a book, and then you
or you just find them out
unlock the book
out in the environment. Yeah.
But the UI in the game helps it so much because everything looks so nice. But the only thing, there's no mini map on the screen. You have your book that you can pull up, but the only thing on the screen is just your little health thing down in the corner, and that's it. Which like opens up, like a lot of games are just cluttered as fuck, like in the UIs.
Are you
just
playing
kind of gets out of your way? No.
Are you guys playing widescreen?
Regular.
I don't think I am. No.
What?
No.
Oh man, I totally went widescreen mode. Absolutely.
I haven't even looked for any visual or audio settings. I just jumped right in.
Before I play any video game, I go to settings. One, usually because I gotta invert my fucking Y control or axis, but other than that, I kind of look around, see what I can adjust and tweak and stuff like that. And I always go to like visuals, like is it performance, is it this, whatever. And I saw cinematic mode, and I'm like, and it snaps till I'm like, oh fuck yeah, ultra widescreen. This is just like a movie. So
that'd be cool. I'll give that a try.
You see more too because it's
That's true. Yeah. Yep.
It technically, I mean, it's like shorter, tall, like height wise, but your width is gonna be.
I bet it would look awesome on like an ultra wide monitor too. That would be cool.
Oh, on a PC with I bet, or that wraps around you a little bit, dude.
Yeah, well, the thing you were saying about how they kind of balance the gameplay with sort of the side quest and exploration. The thing I like about it is they do have that stuff. Like you can do the mysteries and the field work and collect all the medicine bottles, and if you want
so many side quests,
if you want to do that stuff, it's all optional.
I love it. It's not forced on you.
It's all optional. If you want to just blow through this like an Indiana Jones movie, like romp, you can totally do that. Just do the main story beats, and like they have awesome, set pieces and the story beats, and I'm engrossed in the story. I'm liking where the story's going. Like,
it's great.
I don't think any of us have finished it yet, but I just got to like the third area, the third main area. So like, I think you guys are a little farther than I am, but like I like where the story is going, and like I'm trying to balance out the side stuff. Like I don't want to do all of the side stuff, but I want to get enough of it where I'm feeling like I'm spending time getting to know the different areas before I kind of move on with the story. So I love that balance of like the slower moments, doing some of the side stuff, and then going to like the big bombastic story beats. Like it hits really good.
You gotta meet the locals.
Yeah, exactly.
See all the shopkeepers.
We haven't even talked about. We haven't even talked about Indiana Jones in the game and what they fucking got right there.
Troy Baker knocks it out of the fucking park.
It looks like Indiana Jones, and it sounds like Indiana Jones. Like through and through. If that's just off a little bit, it just annoys the fuck out of you.
Sometimes I hear it.
I hear
some Troy Baker in there.
A little bit. I mean, you're hearing hundreds of hours of this guy's voice. You're gonna hear some Troy, but I honestly, truly forget that
sometimes
this is not Harrison Ford's voice. He is his grunts, and he's just like, he's just like,
it's amazing.
Really trained his voice to get that soft, deep voice that Harrison has.
Yeah,
and it's so goddamn good. And he just looks like I think the team just love letter to Indiana Jones fans because he's Indiana Jones. Probably with Dave and me, it's just I fucking love Indiana Jones. Those first 3 movies are like top 10 movies. I love them. They're perfect in every possible way, and I wish we could capture that again. When I played this game, I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't want to get hyped up. I was too afraid to like this game. And then I went in cold, and I was like, oh, I'm playing the intro to Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Temple of Doom.
It was the first and only time I've ever had that movie magic feeling playing a video game. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm experiencing something.
You know what's...
But it's just the experience. Like, this is a new experience. I can't believe this is... And I was like, oh my God, it looks so real. And I'm like, and you go through the opening experience, that whole opening scene of the first movie. I don't know. I did not know that was going to happen. I was emotional when I was playing that. I was like, oh.
You know what's interesting for me, from my perspective? It's having the opposite effect on me that it's having on you guys. Like you guys fell in love with the movies first, and then this game is kind of a sort of a continuation.
That's true. Eric's not fully into Indiana Jones. You watched the first movie and weren't into it, right?
Exactly. And then we watched Temple of Doom for the podcast, and I loved it.
Yeah, you had fun with that. Yeah.
But like playing this game is making me appreciate the franchise even more, and it's making me want to go back and rewatch all the movies because it's like
you gotta see 3
whenever you're ready, buddy.
Yeah,
you gotta see 3. Awesome Indiana Jones movies.
I think as soon as
see Crusade, dude.
I think as soon as I finish the game, I'm gonna go back and just watch all the movies because I'm like in that Indiana Jones mood now. Like it's just. I don't know. There's something about just the sense of adventure that this game gives you. And I think going forward, I mean, we had the Dial of Destiny with Harrison Ford. Brandon, you saw it. And like
I enjoyed it. For 80
You enjoyed it, but Harrison Ford's old, man. Like
yeah.
But it's not.
This is the future of the franchise. This is the future of the franchise.
It is the future.
Like this is how you continue the franchise.
It's the future for a lot of franchises.
Yeah.
If you get the right developer, I mean, movies are like this, but if you get the right team behind this idea, I mean, but Troy Baker got this so good, and this team did such a good job that, like, I cannot wait for them to make, like, 5 more games. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's... Because I know the movies are hard to make, but these games, come on, let's go.
Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. You can't replace him. You know, like you can't get somebody else. They'll try, but like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be the same.
At some point,
they'll try to do like another like young Indiana Jones or something with a different actor. But no, I feel like this is the way forward because like. You have Harrison Ford's likeness, and you have someone who can do the voice like spot on. So like, what more do you need? Oh, just keep making good games.
I can't wait. Me and Brandon were having like visceral. We're having a discussion about a part a little bit in front of you, but I'm not gonna spoil it. But like, visceral, like in my gut feelings, like some of the I don't know. I get.
Did you beat that part?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And, gives you like chills through your bodies. But yeah, I think we were talking about doing another episode, a full spoilery indie episode coming up. So
I don't want to spoil it.
No, we can dig deep into this one.
You can't have anything spoiled in this game. I really think the game community is not ruining it. It's like The Last of Us. It's just when you know there's like this is fucking people need to experience this and not ruin it for them. Yeah. The 3 of us have been very careful with like letting us know where are you at? I'm still here. Okay. All right, I won't let you know where I'm at. But
really?
How do you guys feel about the puzzles?
They're fun. They're not hard or
one of my
super challenging,
parts,
but they're satisfying.
They're
when
legit
you solve them.
good.
Yeah. Something that you would really find there. It's hard to like come up with like the puzzles that they can only be so complex because you're like dealing with these ancient structures. It's based in reality essentially. But I think they're all good. Like that's all stuff I can see Indy doing.
Like Uncharted.
It's very it's like Uncharted. You find a fucking mirror. You point the light at a mirror and match the symbols. You know, stuff like that. You look at a note to get the code to a chest.
On half of these, yeah.
So like they're not super complicated, but
good.
They are good. They're fun.
It's not go here, hit a switch. Climb over here, hit a switch. Climb over here and switch. And it's not that.
It's not like it's fucking The Witness either, where you're trying to fucking match up lines or bend your mind around these puzzles. They want to. I think they did it in a really smart way because they don't want to halt the game. They want to keep it moving, so they want to keep the puzzles kind of light and breezy. You can kind of solve them and move on, but they're still satisfying when you do solve them.
Yeah, it's great. You're like punching like Nazis in the face, and you're sneaking around, stealing documents. You're reading shit, and then you're like, "Oh, I gotta solve a puzzle." And then you get this woman that's on this whole thing with you, so you go with her, and there's just everything about it is like, "Oh, this is all the things I love about Indiana Jones." But the way they like the way they capture that rhythm, is very good. And I don't know, it's just like
very well paced.
I can do a side quest, and it won't ruin that rhythm. I just feel like it's. Well done.
You see a red dot moving across the map?
This game, but
it makes you feel good.
I do want to talk about real quick how fun it is just to fucking how many different ways you can fuck up Nazis in this game. It's like the best part. Like
I do like grabbing weird shit.
Grab a guitar, smash it over the back of their head.
Yep.
Fucking throw a hammer at them. Yep. And
pick up their body and hide it, and then get another one to collect like 5 dudes and just throw in the same pile.
I've been trying to. I think we talked about this a little bit, but you have your whip in this game, but I don't remember to use it in combat as much. I'm trying to purposely do it because you can do like a whip grab and then like yank them towards you. So there was like if there's a pit and there's a Nazi on the other side of it, you can whip them and then pull them into like
that's a good idea. I haven't done
like
that.
A hole or like an elevator shaft or something. Like that's super fun. Push them off a ledge. Like, there's so many different fun ways you can kill these Nazis.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Far Cry thing where I feel like, I get to a Nazi base or setup or whatever, and I'm like, but there's probably like at least 3 ways I can get into this. I feel sometimes it's like pretty linear, and other times like but I got to go in this building. I can go up the side. I can go, and depending on your game, the way you play, you might want to just like cheese everything and just get everybody shooting at you, and then find that sweet spot and just keep picking them off one at a time. You can. The AI is not.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's like Metal Gear Solid kind of, or
no,
it's not a simulator.
It's like PS2.
Everybody's dead, but except me. I can't find them. Oh well, then it's just like.
And then you can. Like 2 minutes later, you can walk back in front of the same guard and they're like, "Hey, how's it going?"
It's like Tenchu Stealth Assassin. That's how I always thought of it. Like the old, as long as the bar doesn't fill all the way up and you just turn around and walk around a corner, they're like, gone out of their memory.
You can run around a corner, they'll look right at you, and you'll hide. Like, what was that? Stupid.
Must have been nothing.
You didn't see me. But there'll be like a guy on the other side of the room, and I'll be like taking somebody out. You didn't see or hear any of this, so don't get. It's not a simulator. I think it toes the line a little bit with like what's realistic, and because like you could fall pretty easily. Listen, you get tired.
There's some silly shit in the Indiana Jones movies too going on, so like it captures that vibe,
It does, yeah.
Quite
well. I'm glad. I mean, it did exactly what I think it needed to do as far as like the franchise. Like if we're gonna make this game, we want to keep the Indiana Jones franchise going.
Yeah.
So we want to make the gamers happy, but we want to make the Indiana Jones fans happy. And if we can, get people who don't watch the movies, play this game, and then fall in love with the movies and keep this franchise going. So I think all around I think they got us.
Somebody make a Ghostbusters
just 2 for 2,
game
baby.
Like this.
I mean, dude, we can do it now. Though. I think
totally.
I think
make a Ghostbusters
we've
game,
shown The Last of Us you can make a good video game TV show. Like you can do Super Mario Brothers with like Pixar quality graphics. You can do an Indiana Jones. You just gotta get the right people.
Yeah.
And understand the right genre that it needs to be to
have the right goals to hit the right
make
notes.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Any final comments on Indy? Because it sounds like we're gonna have to dig and do a full.
We'll do a full episode.
Talk about it later.
Yep. There's still tons to dive into there, so yeah, we'll end that talk here.
There's one more that we've all been playing.
Yeah.
It's the Case of the Golden Idol.
Oh my god!
And for me, Rise.
I think I was gonna think because Eric introduced this one. Was it last?
It was. I think it was it the last catch up. Yeah.
And then
I was Dave checked it out. And he
getting
told me you should check this out.
I was just getting into it then, and I got all the way through the Case of the Golden Idol. I didn't do the DLCs because
DLCs are good, man.
Those are fucking tough.
They're tough, but they're good.
How many chapters are in the Curse of the Golden Idol?
I believe there's 5, and then there's like I think there's like 15 scenarios in total or something like that, because I think there's 5 chapters and then like 3 scenarios in each one, and then there's like the epilogue, but that's super quick.
I checked it out, and then I told my wife, I go like, you are a detective, you are always noticing shit and deducing
busting me doing shit.
Yeah, she's just, she's got that kind of brain. So I told her, and Dave's like, yeah, you should definitely tell your wife to download this game. So I did. Told her, she downloaded it. She got really into it. She got into it Thursday. Today's Tuesday. She's already done 12 chapters.
Okay, so there's 4 chapters plus the epilogue, which if she's done 12, she must be done with the game, right?
She said that was section 1, and now she's going to section 2.
Oh, so like the DLCs? She must be talking about the DLCs then.
Maybe she's going into the DLCs.
Because there's 12. There's 12. I'm looking at it right now on my phone. There's four chapters with 11 scenarios plus the epilogue, so that would be 12. And then after that, there's the 2 DLCs as well.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So she flew past it. I'm on like 5. Yeah. The Case of the Golden Idol is a game that is on Netflix Games. If you have Netflix, I don't know. I think almost all levels of Netflix. I think, but if you have Netflix, if you subscribe, go on your phone or your tablet and go on the app and scroll down, and you will see games. One of those games is The Case of the Golden Idol, and it is worth it. So go back to our previous episode of Catch Up and listen to Eric do his little deep dive on the game. But it's definitely a great recommendation. It's at least worth trying, and it's just one of those like, hey, you got Netflix, you got this cool little game, man. You great for going to bed and playing.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Or if you're my wife, spend your whole weekend playing it on the couch with her new Snuggie.
When I beat the Case of the Golden Idol and the DLCs, I stayed up too late trying to finish those last couple scenarios because I'm like, I gotta finish this tonight. I can't, because there have been times it's really hard to, because you can, it does a really good job of, if you want to stop in the middle of a scenario and come back to it later, you can totally do that. But if you're away from it too long, you might forget what's happening or what clues you already collected or whatever. So
read everything all over again.
It overlaps.
I always make sure that I have enough time to complete at least one scenario if I sit down and play it, so I don't have to come back to it later in the middle of a scenario. So like, since I've
you feel like Sherlock if you can solve one in one night.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole thing from beginning to end.
Yeah, since I talked about it last time, I finished the Golden Idol and both Case of the Golden Idol and both DLCs, and now I'm on Rise. Awesome. I'm in chapter 3 of Rise of the Golden Idol, which is
so cool.
Just as good as Case of the Golden Idol.
That's not Case. I think I'm on chapter 2 of Rise.
Yeah,
I didn't do the DLCs on Curse, and then I just jumped right over it. And they do make some nice adjustments. I noticed, distinctly. Like the art is, the same kind of weird, ugly kind of art. I don't know. It's goofy.
It's charming.
Weird,
it's unique. I would say it's unique. Like nothing I've ever really seen before.
It's ugly and charming at the same time. It's like purposely. Yeah. It's not ugly in bad way. It's just. I don't know.
It's not like Disney. It's not like Disney smooth.
No, it's interesting to look at.
Weird.
Like everybody looks kind of fucked up. Their proportions are all off. Like it's cool.
Yeah, their eyes are bulging on their head sometimes, and it just like does like this, like a Giphy.
Yeah.
Or like
they're little vignettes.
Where it's just, or Instagram where it just goes back and forth and it just repeats the same animation forward backwards. So it's just like
very slight animations. Yeah,
but it's good because it gets a little motion, but not anything to distract you on trying to fucking.
It's more interesting than looking at just a still image.
Same thing with Rise. Yeah, they add a lot more giffiness in Rise. I think.
Oh, do they? Okay.
But I don't know. I have a strategy to go about these. I always
go for
names first. You always got to figure out the names of everybody first.
I mean,
And I start at the right side and end up usually working my way down towards like the case files on the end.
I was gonna say, I do the same as you, Dave. Like I don't touch the final like main case file until I've solved all of the other side stuff. Because like you sort of need it makes it, you could solve like some of that stuff is optional, but like I don't view that stuff as optional. Yeah, I solved one
without doing. I did one which was like, oh wait, I can do this. It was only like 8 inputs or something like that. I'm like,
no, I don't view those as optional. I have to solve all those, and then I'm like, I have all of the information here that's presented to me. Now I need to, especially for some of the later scenarios, like you need to get all of the information before you can go into solving some of that stuff because like
It is fun, man.
it is fun.
You just like you think like I can't solve it. I have not used a tip yet, but I'm just like or a hint, I think.
According
I
to
use
I'm
some
like
hints.
so close.
Oh yeah, did you?
So close to it.
Absolutely. Some of them are just like they don't. I like.
Oh, never.
Maybe
I've never used a hint. I've never used a tip.
Never used
No,
a hint. You
Nope.
guys are
Never.
insane.
Yeah. No.
Never.
No,
I
I'll
like
spend a
using
whole.
the-
Dude, I
use the
spent 4
checks.
nights on the same one.
Where you do like to
figure it
check which spot is right, which spot is wrong. In the first game, they only give you 3 of those per scenario. In the second one, they give you. I try and keep it under 3. There's no way I could use more than 3.
Yeah, I'm stubborn. I'm like I am not using these tips.
No, they don't want me.
I'm doing this.
It's more rewarding when you can solve. It's like, yeah, I'm so fucking smart.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
They're not right in your face where they're telling you. It's like, maybe you should take a look at this, or maybe look at there was one murder at this time and one murder at this time. Check and see. Start at the later one or something like that, and it'll just push you gently in the right direction. They're not giving you the answers.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Yeah, really fun. So yeah, still working my way through Rise. But yeah, if you have Netflix games and if solving a little mystery vignettes with a larger overarching interesting story sounds interesting to you, I would definitely recommend checking them out because like I will say
a book you can play.
Yeah, I will say like
right
in the Golden Idol series is like some of my favorite lore in like a video game, especially with the. I know Dave, you didn't do the DLC, but with the DLC, it's like I was saying in the Discord, it's prequels to the case of the Golden Idol, so all of the events leading up to that, which was like super interesting. How basically where the idol came from, how they discovered it, all this stuff. Like
I gotta play all that.
Cloudsley.
Yeah, it was really interesting, and like I'm super into like the lore around the whole like ancient cultures that use the idol and the technology and stuff. So
I just like the gambling degenerate brother.
So much.
What was it, Peter Batley?
Oh yeah,
the degenerate gambling guy. Like, that guy fucking rules. I like that
douche. Guy. He's a douche. He's just like
he's just an asshole. He doesn't
make sure that the vegetarian chick sit next to me. I'll slip you some money. And he like writes his uncle a letter. Like, don't you dare make any moves on her. She's mine. You're too old.
That's good.
He's just like, also, can you give me money? He's like such a bum.
He's a piece of shit. He's hilarious. I love him.
Oh yeah.
All this from just like some moving weird pictures, but
yeah, definitely.
And it's funny. I'll just be like, I'll be in the house and my wife would be like, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she's just like, I can't solve this puzzle. And I'm like, oh yeah, you've been staring at your phone for like ever. She's obsessed with this game. And then later on, just hear like, yes.
That's right. Good.
She's like real. She doesn't
good,
really
man.
react to games that much. So
feels good.
Yeah. During the holidays, it was just cool. Like I was telling you guys, we borrowed the Mario Wonder game, and the two of us. I mean, we was probably playing with the two little ones, and it was just chaotic. But the two of us, dude, she still got it. She's still like 13-year-old Sarah, able to play any Mario game, and we were just between the two of us.
Warms your heart.
Flying through. Yeah, that game's absolutely incredible. But
yeah, Wonder is awesome. Loved it.
Yep. Yeah.
Right,
so
what else we got to talk about?
I got one big one I want to talk about, but I'll wait for you guys to.
I know which one it is. I got a couple smallish ones to talk about as well, but we could just go round robin style. So
fire away. Jump in there.
I'll start with one of my other ones that I've been playing. SteamWorld Heist 2. I know I talked about SteamWorld Heist.
You talked about
I've talked about it a couple times because
I like the SteamWorld games.
I do like the SteamWorld franchise, and SteamWorld Heist is probably my favorite among them. Turn-based strategy game, like 2D-ish, sort of. Think like 2D XCOM, sort of. But you're like, you're lining up your shots. So like it's not based on like percentage rolls or anything. You're actually like lining up your shots, trying to hit enemies, and you have a crew of bots with different classes and abilities.
Side scrolling though.
It is, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, super cool. So yeah, turn-based strategy. So I talked about the first one, and I brought it to one of our indie game episodes as well, because that's one of my favorite indie games. But the sequel to that game just came out this past year, and it's also really good. It's more of the first game, but they made some really smart improvements. Which one of the so basically in the first game, the overworld, you're in a spaceship in the first game, and you're sort of just going point to point, sort of like a board. It's not really, you're just going level to level. No real interaction when you're in that portion. But in the second game, they sort of fleshed out the overworld a bit. So in this game, you're in a submarine with your crew, and you're actually like going around the world controlling the submarine. You're not just going on a line grid or whatever. So you're traveling through this world, mission to mission, and like, I don't know, little enemies will pop up, and you can upgrade your sub to get better weapons, or like upgrades like speed, armor, all that stuff. So like there's actually some mechanics of like battling other ships as you're going to different missions. You can like, find treasures along the way, stuff like that. So that's a really cool aspect. And the other cool update that they did for this game was basically the class system, or the job system. So in the first game, you have you have your characters. You have like your assault person that can use like assault rifles, or your boomer, which can use like explosives and like rocket launchers. I forgot what the other ones. One person can use like shotguns. One can use like sniper rifles. But they were all.
You got a healer in there?
No, but you can get like healing items. But it's basically based on their weapons. So like but that was relegated in the first game to each character. Each character was assigned a class. But in the second game, you can assign any class to any character by assigning them a different weapon. So like
that's cool.
They come with their their base class, and you can upgrade that. There's like a skill tree for each class. But if you switch their weapon, they get access to the skill tree of the other class, and you can sort of mix and match abilities from both classes, it's pretty cool. So you can sort of build out your characters how you want them, and you can, based on the mission you do, you can sort of swap out the weapons and skills that they have going into the mission. If you want them to have a different build, so you can sort of do that stuff on the fly.
Permadeath in it?
In the first one, there was a permadeath mode. In this one, I'm assuming there might be as well, but I'm just playing on like the normal difficulty. Right, I think there is.
Yeah.
Because I definitely remember that from the first game. But
yeah,
it is nice because in the first game, like your currency is like gallons, basically gallons of water. So if you died in the first game and you failed a mission, you would lose a certain portion of your gallons. In this game, they got rid of that. There's no consequences for losing in this game, which I kind of like, because you can just kind of retry a mission and do it a different way if you fail or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was also just a smart thing. Like no consequences for failing a mission, and like if a character was like killed in one of the missions, like you'd lose like half of their experience or something. I think that carried over from this game, but it was the same if you failed a mission too. You would lose certain things. So it's nice that they kind of got rid of those penalties, because like you would always have the fear of losing stuff if you failed a mission. But this one you can kind of mix and match different stuff and try out different things. But it's good.
What are you playing on?
I'm playing on the Steam Deck, because I think nice. I think it's just on Steam and Switch.
Sounds like Eric would play that in bed with the Steam Deck.
Hell yeah. Which I forgot to mention in our Indiana Jones talk. I was playing I've been playing obviously on my Series S, but I've also been playing it over the cloud on my Steam Deck. Like, just if I feel like just chilling in bed, and it works like I'm just blown away by how well it works.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
Like it doesn't hitch. Like I can't.
It's relaxing.
It's basically like I'm playing it natively on the Steam Deck, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like I can't.
Wow,
it's crazy. But yeah, Steam Deck's good stuff.
Huh. Well, I got one more here if you want to jump over. Santa brought us. I have a kid that is a Lego kid, and
Santa brought us a kid.
He is a video game kid.
All right.
So I got him Nintendo Labo for Christmas.
Oh, interesting.
And that went over resoundingly well.
Awesome.
For a little kid that, like, you know, if your kid just likes taking Legos and just going and just doing like a whole set themselves, like, you can hand them this and you essentially get the instructions through the Switch screen, and it'll like rotate it around so you can see exactly what pieces you gotta punch out. And you just make like little dumb cardboard, like,
which sets did you get?
I think it's the original one.
Is it like the one with like the piano and stuff?
Yeah, it's got a little bug that crawls towards things. It's got like a fishing rod with a game in there.
That's right.
It's got a little house that you like take buttons on and put them on each side and press a button, and it does something different to like the little animal that lives in there. So it's like a
dude, this would be perfect for my kid too. That you're just reminding me of this because like he's the same way. Loves Legos, loves building stuff. Like he's made stuff like out of cardboard just by himself. So yeah, it's perfect.
It takes all the smart shit out of the Switch and like all the IR sensors and just makes like little dumb adventures, and like, you know, the racing game is not Mario Kart.
My 6-year-old do that.
You know,
he's into Legos too.
I think they came out with 2 other like little sets, but they're like this.
Yeah, they came out 2 or 3 of these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this initial one is I think the main one. It's got like a bike and a piano in there as well too. So, but like the screen goes onto the handlebars as you drive it, like you're, you know, looking like you're driving it. The house one I thought was really cool, but
where did you find these? Where did you have to buy these?
I think it was on Amazon.
Okay, all right.
Because
I know they were selling them in stores, but I assumed that they don't anymore.
No, kiddo was asking for Alarmo, which I'm like,
you want that fucking alarm clock?
Alarmo for fucking Christmas.
$100 alarm clock?
Yeah, it's a lame ass Christmas present. So I went with Labo, but yeah, they still make them and they're still readily available out there.
Awesome.
So
how much was it?
Box of cardboard. I think it was like $100, maybe something like that. But you get everything you need. You get the game.
Yeah, it comes with a couple sets and a couple the games and stuff that come with it.
6 full things to build, 5 things full things to build.
Yeah, and so then, each of those like $20. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Each one was like $20.
Well, if you do the math like that, you know, like so there's like 5 things to build divided by the main price.
How long can it keep your kid entertained and quiet for and out of your like earshot? That's how I resolve things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And this one,
well, how long, Dave?
It was, I think he's still got the piano he's working on, but you know, some of these take a while. Like he was home all day for like while I went to work, I came back home and he's like, ta-da, and he had like 2 of them done. I was like, all right, that's
sweet.
A full day's work. He put in an 8-hour shift of Labo. Not getting paid for it. All right. But no, I mean the drawback of it is you've got all this cardboard crap lying around now, and like
that's true.
I gotta store this.
Find where to put that crap. It's just more stuff.
Make sure it doesn't get stepped on by the dog or chewed on.
I was gonna say the dog's gonna chew it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty close.
Right.
It's $90 cardboard.
It's nice cardboard. It's not like an Amazon box cardboard. It's like the nice thin, crisp cardboard. Everything's all pre-cut out for you and everything nice.
Sounds like I'm not buying this unless it's on clearance for like $20 because that sounds like it's gonna get destroyed in my house.
Yeah.
Probably. It could.
I have 2 young boys and 2 dogs, and not gonna have.
If you got a Lego kid,
that's cool though.
That's what I recommend it for.
A
kid that likes video games and a kid that likes Legos,
Lego video games.
Yeah.
Well, we did that really cool Tuscan Sarlacc pit in Jawa's ship. Lego.
Cool.
That was really cool. You know, so he's into that shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I put it in the back burner. It pops up, but no, it's my Nintendo Labo. That was the surprise of Christmas. So turned out well.
Speaking of Star Wars, Brandon, I know you got something to talk about over there.
Yeah,
I do. Before I do though, I just want to
My
say,
library is awesome.
I just want to say, my wife goes, just during the holidays, my wife and I were spending a lot of time together, and she goes, "Do you want to watch the Deadpool movies?" I'm like, "Sure." I've seen the first one. Want to see the next two? Let's go for it. So we watched the first one together. And the next day we watched the second one.
I have a theory about this.
And then, and then a couple days later we watched.
Talk about with this as well.
We watched the third one. And about halfway into the third movie, we just stopped watching it. And I know people like the Deadpool movies, and the first movie's good. I think the second movie's not good, but it's funny. But like, funny movies are not funny the second time you see it. So I'll never see that movie again. Where I enjoyed watching the first one twice. It's got some heart to it. He's got a story arc somehow a little bit. But man, by the third time, it's just too much Ryan Reynolds. It's that multiverse shit.
That's your problem.
An exhausted.
You burned yourself out.
Exhausted looking actor.
Too much Deadpool in too little time.
Yeah, you need him in small doses.
Do other people have an issue with? I feel like everybody loves this fucking movie. I just feel like
no. You watched three. You tried to watch 3 Deadpool movies in a row. That's your problem.
Oh,
I wouldn't be able to
nothing
take
was
that
funny
either.
by the third movie.
Dude,
like, the first movie made me chuckle. The second one had some okay, but by the third one, I'm like, I don't like any of the characters. I don't like the story. I don't like this version of Wolverine. I don't like any of this. This is
Everyone in Marvel
I should finish it.
Is seeing them like 2 years apart from each other, or 3 years apart from each other, to like give yourself.
Yeah,
time
but I can watch the fucking Lord of the Rings
well, that's different.
Hour movies in a row.
You know what's funny?
Ryan Reynolds do the In Sync Bye 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 dance. Like by the time you get to that, like after watching the first two, I'd be like, all right, we get it.
Oh my god.
I had a completely different experience than Brandon because I also watched Deadpool and Wolverine. And I loved it because I like the Deadpool movies, and I hadn't seen, the last one I saw was Deadpool 2 in the theaters, which was, I don't know how many years ago that was.
Remember what the plot of Deadpool 2
doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
You remember the first one though, I bet.
Yeah, sort of, but listen, no, I really like Deadpool and Wolverine. I liked it.
There's a kid with a New Zealand accent that's mad, and he gets the Juggernaut guy or whatever to putty up with him. You don't remember that? How dumb it was? It was not a.
I'm not talking about Deadpool.
It was such a step.
I'm
just saying, it's just such a step backwards from the first movie. The first movie was great, and I just want that to be clear. I feel like people don't talk about this because everybody talks about Deadpool's funny.
I remember having a fine time with.
And then they talk about the third one,
Deadpool 2.
But they talk about like the second was not a good movie. But anyway,
I remember having a fine time. It's whatever. But anyways, again, I like this movie so much, and I felt like with the Logan connections in Deadpool and Wolverine, felt like I missed something because I didn't watch that movie. So after I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, I've had a whole arc here that I'm about to explain. I watched Logan, which I cried. It was a fucking amazing movie.
Logan's great.
It was
Logan's
awesome.
a good movie.
So I liked that movie so much that I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch all the X-Men movies.
Oh wow!
Because I haven't really seen any of them besides besides like the Deadpool movies and then Deadpool and Wolverine, and then I was like,
oh damn,
wow, Logan's fucking awesome.
Wow.
So I started.
Did you go all the way back. I
started
2000,
all the way back at the first X-Men movie.
For their time, they're good. I was not impressed by like the later ones, but that first movie and second movie were pretty good.
I'm having a great time. Like X-Men. So I've watched like 5 of them so far. So X-Men was good. I liked it. It's a good first one. X2 is one of my favorites. I thought it was great.
Yeah, the intro scene is just so cool at the White House when zipping through.
Oh, that was amazing.
So fucking badass.
Nightcrawler. Yeah. Last Stand was okay. It was okay.
It flopped.
As X-Men movies, you gotta like
Cyclops in the meeting was stupid. And...
Yeah, Origins, X-Men Origins, Wolverine was okay again.
It had potential.
First Class was awesome.
It had Deadpool in it though.
But that's not this. It's like they retconned that Deadpool.
But he's in it.
Yeah, they made a whole joke in Deadpool about how he went back and killed that version of Deadpool. But X-Men First Class, awesome movie. Great movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Was
love
that the
that
one with
one.
Kevin Bacon?
Yes. Yep. James
Yeah, that was a good movie.
McAvoy and who's
It's a good
who's
Magneto
Magneto?
movie. I think that they
what's
did
his
a really
name?
good job with Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
good movie.
Kevin McElroy, whatever. Yeah, great casting. Good movie. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I kind of trailed off a little bit after that, but
I'm up to so I did the next one in release order, and I'm on the Wolverine,
whenever Sansa
which
from
is
Game of Thrones gets in it, it is when people say she's not
that's
good.
that's like dark. I haven't gotten there, but I'm watching the Wolverine, which is the one where he goes to Japan. That one's losing me a little bit. I haven't
didn't see that one.
I'm trying to get through that
great.
one. I keep
I
falling
forgot
asleep.
there were so many.
Yeah.
To take this.
They
trip
milked
with
the
ya.
fuck out of Hugh Jackman, dude. That's what I'm saying. By
They
the
do,
time
but I love
this
him.
new Wolf,
He's great.
by the time
man.
you see it, I'm like, why are you here? You had the great. It's like Tony Stark. Like they killed you off perfectly.
God, Logan.
And they
Yeah,
bring
Logan
you back
is
because
such a good movie.
people want. I want to drink a extra large big gulp popcorn. I want Deadpool and Wolverine in the movie. I'm like, 20 years ago we could have done this. That's fucking gone. And I'm just like, I feel like we just made this for fanboys, and I guess I'm not a fanboy enough. And I'm like, this movie didn't get. I got to see the second half of it.
Second half is
Maybe
good.
something
The ending
happens.
is good. Yeah.
It's a good ending.
It does have some heart at the
it's
end.
probably for Wolverine,
Sure.
right? Probably
Yeah.
Wolverine.
I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you're gonna watch the end of it, but it does have some heart towards the end, and I did enjoy the ending.
All right. Well, it's good that you spend all that time investing in it, and it's to me, I'm burned the fuck out. But that's...
I haven't really gotten into X-Men before, but like now I'm fully in it, man. Like it's
the Wolverine character's
That
great.
was my comic growing up. Like that, there's so many stories that they could put together for that, and so many different combinations of crews and teams and all sorts of side stories and shit like that.
Makes me want to watch like
more X-Men.
The animated series too, because like I heard that was really good. And like X-Men, what is it, 97?
97, dude, is really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's like I've discovered X-Men for the first time, and I'm really enjoying it.
Well, good for you. Yeah. Hey, you got a Wolverine video game coming out in like a year.
I know.
Maybe this
Insomniac.
Yeah.
Could be.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
So good.
You know it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be good.
Better be.
Hope so.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're over an hour here.
I threw that in there.
Rifle.
Yeah. I guess I'll talk about Star Wars. Outlaws.
Yes.
So real quick, I won't spoil anything for you guys, especially for Dave.
Oh, I'm dying to play this one.
I know Dave really wanted to play this.
I do
Eric,
too.
I don't know what your interest was in this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. Eventually.
I'm about 17, 18 hours into it.
Damn.
Wow.
It's an open world Star Wars game. I cannot believe people complained about this game, and I'm trying to be not biased. So it's the team that made it's the Ubisoft team that made
Assassin's Creed.
Division.
That's right.
Division. Oh.
Which is massive.
Yeah.
I think they're called Massive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Massive Games or something like that. Massive Games do a hell of a job building an open world game that is highly detailed. So if you check out Division, it takes place in New York City. If you check out Division 2, it's in
DC.
Washington, D.C.
Yep.
And the detail is very incredible. Ubisoft in general, they've always kind of pushed for developers that take their environments more serious. Assassin's Creed, that was always the highlight, is the highly detailed, massive, sprawling worlds that they make for you to run around in. So how do you do that with Star Wars? I think they did it incredibly well. There are multiple planets, and each planet has the land version and the space version that you can explore. So very cool. Visually, I think it's very, very good looking. I'm just in awe with how much I feel bad. We've talked about this before, but I feel bad running through an area without admiring what they did. Because I'm like, all right, I keep getting on these I don't know. I didn't watch any trailers for this game, but I'm sure everybody knows Outlaws is the game where you're this female Han Solo character.
Whoa.
And you just
spoilers.
and you just you and your little Nyx creature. It's name's Nyx, and this is a little cute little alien. Instead of having a droid that does everything for you, like BD or whatever, it will go and like hit buttons for you, or distract things, or grab things for you, whatever. Super cute. But all right. I want to be careful because you guys are Star Wars fans. I don't want to ruin anything here, but I think if you're just a gamer, you're not big on Star Wars, this is like a 7.58 game to you. It's not doing anything you haven't experienced. But as a Star Wars fan, I'm just in awe with the amount of detail. And I'm like, you're gonna see repeating patterns. Like, oh, I'm in this area. They could easily just clone it, move some models. No, it's like every area was handcrafted. And some of the stuff is fucking massive because you do a lot of traveling on your speeder like you're playing Destiny, right? Mm-hmm. So if you want to go to a different town or different areas, you want to explore unknown areas, you got to travel through with your speeders. And because you're an outlaw, there's all these different factions of the underworld. So you got the Empire, obviously, that will be there. You'll have the Hutts. You'll have Crimson Dawn. You'll have the Pikes. They were introduced to us through like Solo. Like Disney kind of came up, I think, with the Pikes or whatever. But we've encountered the Pikes before. Boba Fett was dealing with them in the Book of Boba Fett, right? Clone Wars. They were in Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
Pikes. Yep. Oh, okay. There you go. I didn't know that. So and more. There's just a whole bunch of them, and the whole mechanic is like as you play this open world, instead of having good side, dark side, it's like factions. So you can constantly adjust your
it's Fallout New Vegas.
Is it bad or good? Yeah, all right, yeah. Other games have done this, right?
It sounds good.
And it's like insane. So if you've played a lot of games, you're like, yeah, this is like an 8, 7.58, whatever. Like it's good. I'm not complaining about how it plays, but I've experienced it's just like Indiana Jones. You climb ladders, you whip your way across things and grab onto a thing. Like you've done this before. This game's not doing anything you've never done before.
Yeah,
but what it is doing is a lot. It's a lot. There's so much to do in this game. There's sabacc, there's exploring, there's action, there's stealth, there's deals, there's so many quests.
You're playing so it after they fixed the stealth part of it too, which did you play?
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't play it before?
Yeah, they did a big update to sort of fix a lot of the complaints that were
what was the issue
at launch.
Well, I think stealth missions, when you got caught, they would like automatically end and kick you back to a checkpoint rather than like
it was
letting the scenario play out.
Like a Red Dead situation, like fail in the way that they didn't want you to do it, so you start back at the beginning, like automatic failure for stealth stuff.
Yeah, you got the
well,
fixed
they will. If you get caught, you do get ill. This is cool. So if I've been kind of mainlining a little bit, just so I can kind of open up the planets, and I keep encountering Imperial bases I have to infiltrate to get like information or get somebody out, right? So you're sneaking through and you're going through vents and you're climbing around, it's shit we've all done in any other game, right? But the security is pretty fun because they have this level where if you get caught, depending on how fast you are, you can sabotage things so nobody kind of knows, but like you take those guys out, maybe take out more people. But if the cameras see you, then they trigger everybody. If they trigger everybody, you got to... I don't even know how you can stop this. Maybe you can't. But then all of a sudden, like, it'll just say wanted. And woo, woo. It'll just do that thing. And it's locked down.
It's a good
and not siren. Everybody in... And it's not just everybody... Yeah, I hear it a lot. It's not just everybody in the facility. No. They want you dead.
Oh, shit.
And they will call in. So you'll just hear a ship go...
Like GTA style?
gonna land, and the door open, and more stormtroopers will come out, and it's just like GTA. It's like fuck. So it's not like I don't know. Some games when you just kind of like you just alert the other guys in the area. This game's like no. This is an Imperial base that you're infiltrating, and if they catch wind, they will trigger the system, and they yeah. So you're fucked. So you gotta either hide, or you gotta kill your way, or you're gonna die. But So anyways, I just think it's so fluid, and the first few hours of the game, I thought it was kind of like pretty good. Like this is good. It looks good. But kind of generic at the same time. But now that I'm, I don't know, 18 hours into it, I want to play that more than Indiana Jones.
You bring that back to your
and I think
library.
Indiana Jones is incredible.
That's huge.
But I'm so deep in this Star Wars game because I don't know, maybe because my 6-year-old was like doing the Sarlacc pit, and that spiraled into watching Return of the Jedi. So meeting a lot of the Jabba stuff, because that's kind of where we get to see the Jabba stuff, right? Seeing all that, watch the Book of Boba Fett.
Just the mood. The mood is striking.
Solo. So it's just like all those movies are just have a lot of the non-Imperial stuff, just like the seedy underworld shit and the clans and the gangs and stuff like that. So this game really captures that, and it's fun. I don't know. I think as a Star Wars fan that likes to play video games, it's easily a 9. I'm not giving it a 10. Because it's not doing anything I've never seen before. But like without having lightsabers in there, it's not doing any cameo shit. The only cameo I've seen is like I want the Jabba's hut because it takes place between 5 and 6. Yeah, you see fucking Han Solo, frozen, on the wall there. But
right.
Other than that, it's not like R2-D2 and C-3PO are there, or like no Force thing. Like none of that's happening.
Salacious Crumb is he hanging out by Jabba's side?
Dude, I'm glad you said that. So I'm on this.
He's in there. Shoot that little monkey.
All right. Yeah.
no, but he's in there. Fit Bartuna, he's in there, and he's like got a little side thing going on. He's trying to like make some moves, so it's kind of cool that they're bringing him in there. But I'm on this planet, and I love it because like each planet's like a biome. But I'm at this like rainforest planet, so detailed, raining, trees, aliens, building. It looks like Naboo in the rainforest is awesome. But like those little salacious B. Crumb characters are just hanging out all over the town. They're just like, I go to a deli and I'm eating with my pet, and it's just sitting there, just like, it's just like, and I go to another thing and I'm like sneaking through. I'm like, oh, the huts are here. Okay, cool. But like, I'm trying to like sneak around, steal some shit, and they're just like sitting on a barrel. They're just like they're just like the wildlife of that planet. They do. I'm gonna wrap this up here. They capture the feeling of being in a Star Wars game better, I think, than other games. I think they really capture just like there it is, like the horizon, and I'm just seeing speeders instead of like horses in Red Dead Redemption or something like that. It's speeders, different kinds of speeders. Sometimes there's a lot of gangs out there, so they'll still chase after you.
Can you just drive past somebody and jack them and like steal their speeder?
I haven't bothered messing with NPCs. I don't think you can. I think you just kill them. I don't think it's Red Dead Redemption. Like,
okay.
Stuff like that. That would be cool. Maybe they'll never make a second one because people hate women. But like if they did, like they probably would add more realism to this. I think, but it's not that kind of game. It's not that detailed, but anyway, it's just like seeing the day and night cycle on Tatooine and going to like the Dune Sea. And seeing like a giant sand like crashing and banthas walking around, and it's I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you need to play this game.
Shit.
I would say easily purchase it at $30 easily. It's like Ubisoft goes low in their game prices, and I think
if you could get a free trial, you could get a free trial of Ubisoft Plus and play it. Or pay for a month. Pay for a month and try to blast through it or whatever. Because I think Ubisoft Plus is only like $7.99 a month, or maybe more than that, but less than the cost of the game.
It's games like these I have a tough time. Like I never want to see the ending of them because like the world is so cool. Like if I finish this game, am I gonna go back and play it, or is this like am I saying goodbye to this game by finishing it? Like
when I finish a game, I never go back usually.
Yeah. So like some of those games have worlds you'd just like to be in. Like I don't know. Some people like
I
Red
still have
Dead
Red Dead
playing.
Redemption 2 on my Xbox, just in case I get the itch to be an outlaw.
I'm restraining
you know?
myself with this game because I still haven't finished Jedi Survivor, so I need to finish one Star Wars game before I start another Star Wars game.
I mean, they're like in the same universe, but they have nothing in common other than that they're in the same universe. Like
no,
that game
it's
is
more for myself. Like
first, and then
I can't start another Star Wars game until I finish the other one that I had started already.
But yeah, I put this game in like cinematic, another widescreen option. You can put it in widescreen mode and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. So, I think it's stunning. I think it's really cool.
Good to hear.
Good looking game, and it sounds great with headphones. Just watching fucking
to the list.
guy was walking around and or hearing the Imperial droid. I fucking love it, dude.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna shotgun blast my last couple here.
Do it.
I have a couple of these ones. Brandon's recommendation of Ultra Food Mess indie party game.
Yeah,
played it over the holidays. 1 and 2. I just got 2, but it's like $5, and it's like I think it's up to like 6 or 8 players, but it's like everybody on the screen at the same time, like that old Night Squad game we used to play, but just like little mini games. Scoring soccer balls on
and
each
they're
other,
good. They're fun.
Knocking people off boats. Like I had people picking up controllers that haven't picked up controllers in decades and having fun like immediately. So absolutely,
it's a weird name.
Good recommendation, Brandon.
Ultra Food Mess.
Food Mess.
But yeah, 1 and 2.
Okay.
What's that?
2. Food Mess, not Food Mess.
Food Mess. Like
Christmas.
Food Mess. Yes.
Had me confused there.
Food Mess.
Shotgun Blast number 2. We're at a little over mid-season of Skeleton Crew.
I haven't seen it.
It's
I haven't seen since the last catch up.
It got very Gooniesy, and it's every episode I feel like has like could be good or could be bad. Like it's a crapshoot. There are some in the middle that were kind of
Urkel in it.
I didn't see that yet, but no Jaleel White.
Urkel is in the second episode.
Oh, I didn't see it. Is that the dad?
No, he's one of the tough pirates, and he's got like this eye patch thing. He looks stupid.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for him. I've seen him before too. Yeah, I'm not too sure on it. It's good to watch when the kids are around because I just like watching Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not great. It's not groundbreaking, but it is, Star Wars Goonies still. So that's going. As well as Marvel What If season. I think it's the final season.
Yeah, I want to watch What If.
Dave, I ran out of things for my 6-year-old to watch. Sometimes he wakes up in a mood, and I'm like, how about we watch this? Dude, we watched the first 2 episodes. I was like, this is awesome.
Right?
I gotta watch this.
Shit. I thought it was for kids.
I know.
I thought it was for kids.
Oh, the animation
the
animation is so cool looking.
It's really good storytelling. It's well acted.
They have all the actors from the movies. So like if Hawkeye's really there, it's Jeremy Renner like doing the voice acting. Everybody's there.
Wait.
But the coolest part is like they're real comics. Like there are what ifs of like what if Silver Surfer got the Infinity Gauntlet.
I want to play the video game where I'm female Captain America.
Captain Carter.
With fucking Steve in his prototype Iron Man 2. I want to play that game so bad. The way they animated it, it was just so fast and smooth and so cool. And I'm like, just taking out Nazis? Like, this has to be a game. Please, Insomniac, can you make this? Like, you could do it. It's really good. And I started watching like the Black Panther where he's Black Panther,
Star-Lord.
The T'Challa is Star-Lord. Oh my dude, cool. This is so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, you gotta check it out.
They're fun.
Yeah,
and season 3 is more the same. So it's still good.
The animation's
still
so good though. That's what really blew me away. I'm like, they're not cheapening out on this.
No, that's cool.
Awesome.
I have some books there, but no, keep going on that one. And then
I watched Wicked and I loved it.
Oh god, that's wicked. That's wicked lame. No, wicked lame. It's gonna be taking over my Spotify playlist soon. My kids are gonna be the death of me, but No, Echoes of Wisdom. I'm just getting into. I haven't played enough to even really give a good talk on it, but it seems like a cool little side project from Nintendo that they just was like, "Oh, put this out."
Yeah, didn't make a huge splash for a
no, and
Zelda game.
yeah, exactly. Being the princess and
Is that
all,
the one where you
it's
play as
different.
Princess
Yeah,
Zelda?
it's more like a puzzle
So the game that's actually called The Legend of Zelda, and you actually get to play as Zelda, not a hit.
No,
That's a female character. I'm telling you, man. People
Could
just
be
hate
people
women.
just don't like. Yeah, just
not everybody, but a lot of people are just like, "Fucking woman, I ain't playing that. I'm not playing that. I'm not watching that."
it's different.
Well, you're breaking the tradition of the Zelda
Right,
games
just,
where you're kind of changing it up. So can't expect it to be all
more accurate.
It's hard to.
I'll get to that one in a.
It's hard to. I don't have a library like Brandon, so maybe if I did, I'd check it out. But like, it's hard to commit $60 to a Nintendo game when like, I don't know, like especially that one. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna hit for me, but it's never gonna go on sale, so I don't know if I'm ever gonna play it because it's always be $60.
Yeah,
Nintendo never goes on sale.
Yeah,
this is like here's $3 off Mario Party 3. Like fuck you.
$3 off.
That is accurate.
Yep.
No, I downloaded Hades 2. Hades.
Oh, sweet.
1.
Oh, wait.
To try and finish Hades 1 before Hades 2 comes out.
Is that coming to console ever?
Hades 2 will.
Hades 2?
It's still in early access on Steam.
Access, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, I
gotta get back to that too.
I made it to the surface in Hades, but I don't know. Like you have to make it a certain amount of times or something like that. I think to.
Yeah, it's 10 times to get like the true ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the first Hades once, or not. I got to fucking what's his name? His dad's name?
Hades.
Hades, yeah.
Oh, it is Hades. Yeah, that's where you playing the son, Zephyr.
Name of the game.
Zagreus. Yep.
Thank you. Zephyr. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, Hades is the guy. Yeah, because I keep thinking Hades is the name of the place, but it's also the name of the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Hades. Yeah, he killed me when I got to him the first time, and I'm like, and I kind of stopped playing after that.
Hey, he's a jerk. He's a jerk. But no, I want to get that one done before new one comes out. So there was all sorts of stuff to clean. I downloaded Elden Ring again, being like, I want to finish this game up. Not like,
yeah,
like it's just gonna sit there. God damn it, stuck on the fire.
Oh, I'm just getting. I'm being smothered by high quality games. I got like
too many games.
I gotta finish the campaign. I'm just like, hell. And I look at my PlayStation games and I'm like, I will play you games. Spider-Man, God of War, finish Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, there's so many, man.
Help me.
Need a gamecation. I think.
Yeah, we're gonna
just go
we need to get these games on the 2025 playlist.
Should. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it
for us to work through.
All right, that's me. I'm done for the month.
Yeah, I think that's all I did want to give a shout out to Gang Beasts because I was playing that a little bit with the wife and that's always a fun one. Yep. Like we went to the Strong Museum I was telling you guys, and then we went to that Nerdvana place that's like right next to it, which is like a video game bar. And we were playing that at the table while we were having lunch, and she was like, "Wow, this is fun." I'm like, "Well, if you want to play when we get home, I can download it." Like it's on Game Pass.
Would she play Humans Fall Flat? Because it's
like a good question.
Like
maybe
but it has like
maybe
a co-op 2-player.
That could be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that one. I played that one.
Give that a try and just say
that. Yeah. Gang Beast was
good.
Each other
up. Why don't we try to escape?
Gang Beast was good, and then I was starting to get too good, and then she was starting to get mad at me because I was just throwing her off the ledge every time. I was just picking her up and tossing her off the fucking.
Oh, here comes the boat's thinking, the sharks are biting at you. Like, I love you, but
yep. I'm like the shark. Nope, sharks got you. Yep. No, it's fun. It was fun though. We had some good laughs.
Fun. Yeah, that is a fun game.
But yeah, that was it for me. You guys good?
I'm great.
All right. It was a long one, but there was a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, it was a lot. That was just a heavy episode.
Yeah, some awesome games that have come out, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. So we got a lot of stuff to play, watch, whatever.
Dude, we're so behind. There's like TV shows. Like, isn't there like an Invincible season out there? We still have to like.
There is, Invincible season 2 is out.
And is there a Vox Machina season out there? We haven't even.
Dave watched
I
it.
finished I talked about it last episode.
Oh my god, we gotta get these on the show.
You watch it yourself and let me know.
Invincible, I could see.
Oh, really?
We could do.
Oh, you didn't think it was that good?
I
Vox Machina season 3 is not that good.
thought it was all right. It was not great though. Good, not
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Invincible, yeah, I forgot all about Invincible. We were waiting for that for a while, but
I heard that season was good. Yeah, Squid Game season 2, I think, is starting to come out.
Already out.
It's already out. Yeah, it's out.
The whole they dropped the whole thing at once.
I don't know if it's the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like usually with Netflix it is the whole thing, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I know at least some of it is out, but yeah.
And we gotta watch fucking Nosferatu and Count of Monte Cristo. I heard those two movies.
They're on the schedule.
So good.
You're talking about the new ones?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We should watch the original.
Yeah.
Originals of both as well, because I've seen Nos. I've seen both, but Nosferatu's the original, like 1924 one is good.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
It's good. Yeah, I mean,
I like
watch an old movie.
Silent movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. But I mean, Robert Eggers, the new one. I'm always
no into. Motherfuckers. I'm making you guys watch Wizard of Oz and Wizard of Oz, Return to Wizard of Oz.
I'm down.
It's fucking nightmare fuel insanity.
I didn't even know about Return to Oz. I love the Wizard of Oz.
Dude, it's a fucking trip. It's mind-boggling that it exists. Yeah. All right. Well, let's wrap
we got
this
some
up.
ideas.
We got plenty of. We get the whole year to get to this stuff.
Oh yeah. All right. As always, you can follow us on all the various platforms at Nomads of Fantasy, nomadsoffantasy.com for all your Nomad needs. Join our Discord, the nomadsoffantasy.com/Discord to chat with us. Yeah, that's basically everything. youtube.com/@nomadsoffantasy if you want to watch the video versions of the podcast. But yeah, hopefully, I'm excited for the year to come. Be a good 2025, and we will see you next time. So, as always, safe travels, Nomads.
You know.